to carry less and less water due to the wear and tear on his body. Month after month, Pablo worked. Soon a year passed, and then a second year. Finally, Pablo finished his pipeline. He now used his pipeline to deliver water to the village instead of carrying buckets. Pablo was now earning more money than ever before. The water continued flowing to the village, while Pablo wasn't working. While he slept and ate, the water flowed. Pablo was happy and proud of his insight, persistence, and hard work. Now his income flowed as long as the water flowed through his pipeline. The story of Bruno and Pablo is a reflection of life. Their jobs symbolize what most people do to earn money. Bruno gets his money using buckets. He goes back and forth, carrying his buckets from the spring to the village in exchange for money. To increase his income, he either has to go more frequently to the spring or to use larger buckets. It's common in real life to increase our income by working harder. For example, working overtime or getting a second job. We also increase the size of our buckets by accepting a higher paying position, which often includes spending more time on the job. Most of us exchange time for money like Bruno. We know that every person has only 24 hours in the day and that it's not possible to use all our time to work. The most difficult time comes when we can no longer exchange time for money due to age, health, or other reasons. Then, our income stops. Now let's review what Pablo did. Very wisely, Pablo did not exchange all of his time for a limited income, but he used some of his time to build a pipeline. He knew that the pipeline would bring ongoing income as long as the water flowed. An ongoing income that multiplied the time he worked each day. Pablo knew that someday, maybe because of age or health, he would no longer be able to exchange his available time for money. Pablo knew that if he could make his idea of a pipeline work, then he only has to do the hard work of building the pipeline. After the pipeline was completed, Pablo was able to monitor and maintain the flow of water to ensure that his income will continue. Pablo has shown us that to earn an income, we don't always have to directly exchange time for money. There really are better ways. How about you? Are you still like Bruno, who directly exchanges time for money? Or do you want to be like Pablo, building and maintaining a pipeline for ongoing income? If you are interested in the idea of building your own pipeline, contact the person who lent you this presentation. You can start building your pipeline today.
There were many people in the village. There were busy people and noisy children. "It's good to be home," Malo said. "I've been away for a long time. Perhaps no one will know me." He sat down and watched the people. Malo did not see the man next to him. The man was reading a newspaper. The man finished reading. He gave the newspaper to Malo. The two men were surprised. They knew each other. "Is it you, Malo?" said Beno. "Welcome home, my friend." "Yes, I am Malo," he replied. I came home to see my friends. How are you, Beno? I am happy, Beno replied. I am farmer. I grow food to eat, but I am not a rich man. How are you, Malo? Are you a rich man? No, said Malo. He was angry. I left the village a long time ago. I went to the city to become rich. But I am poor. I don't know what to do. Come to my home. I live alone in a small house. But we are poor men. We can share my food, said Beno. Beno took Malo to his home. Answer these questions. 1. Why did Malo go to the village? Malo went to the village to become rich man. 2. Why does Malo return to his village? He returns his village to see his friends. 3. Why did he leave the village? He left the village to become a rich man. 4. Who is reading the newspaper? Beno is reading the newspaper. 5. Who is the farmer? Beno is the farmer. 6. Is Malo a good friend? No, he isn't. 7. Is Beno a good friend? Yes, he is. Choose the correct answers between the brackets. 1. Malo went to city village to become rich. 2. The man was reading a newspaper. Beno, Malo. 3. Beno was a farmer, sailor. Right, true or false? 1. Beno is a sailor. False. 2. Beno gives Malo something to eat. True. 3. Beno was a rich man. False. Glossary. Earth, busy, noisy village newspaper. Finished, surprised, replied farmer. Grow.